do now have every single player in the lobby.
There
we have Kafe, Dostoyevsky selected, and we are underway. So, ladies and gentlemen, Astral versus VwS is your first game of the night. It is going to be Astral starting on defense, and we will momentarily find out exactly where it is they are choosing for their first bomb site, and more importantly, which operators they choose to go with, because that's something that is still developing and is still very much coming out, especially on the defensive side, proving to be team preference as to who it is they choose to pick and they choose to use. As things stand for Astral, they're going into that fireplace and mining room, which is next to the train location. They are taking two very tanky operators in Doc and Rook, and then a couple of very mobile units out of Frost, Jaeger, and Smoke. But we immediately see a slight departure from the norm for our attacking VwS squad, taking this fuse here instead of the sledge in this situation, which is proving popular from a lot of teams actually. That 3 armor operator or fuse.
It's 3 armor, it's a good gun, and not to mention you have just the noise. The noise factor that fuse can create is...
And attacking this bomb site too, like noise factor aside, like just using his gadget above any of these rooms, above the mining room, above the train room, just forcing someone to move, forcing the displacement out of someone that may be in that location is a huge deal because of how small those sites are. Oh, this could be awful.
Going for the window peaks.
Oh, and he misses it. Oh, that's terrible.
Completely.
Solves nearly had that thermite lined up and dead to rights. That should have been thermite down and very strong start for Astral. Taking away the ability to get through reinforced walls that early on would have been huge for them, but how he whiffed that shot, I do not know. Mr. Popo, though, punishes him for it quick and easy.
And Popo was not paying attention. He was absolutely not watching the windows.
Like you see they spawned and they slowly made sure the garage door itself wasn't exposed. He thought he was safe sprinting around to the left-hand side and making sure that he was not exposed to that garage door. Completely forgot about any of the other windows on this map. Not even just that bottom one. These ones up top could have been used to get him there as well. It's just sprinting around.
We'll chalk that up to a mistake.
So, looking for control of the top floor here on VwS. It's got a Smoke up there. It's also got a Jaeger, Frost up there, sorry. As the spray comes in from Clever to open up this window. Not ready to go on in yet. Will drone his way up first. See where his team are coming. They are coming up those stairs. As he comes in, will find himself Frost hiding in a corner. Let's see where the push comes in. Twitch is going to lead the charge of exclusive, but Frost has already repositioned pretty speedily down through a hole underneath. So, very quick move from him. Does leave Smoke alone upstairs, and it is FPSZ hiding up there. Clever's on the wall right next to him, blows the wall open, will get down straight after and not doing any damage to Zed in the process, but now Zed has been honed in on by many other members of VwS. Sprints across that hole and exclusive is there, goes back through and takes exclusive down as the Lycan finishes off Fid down and underneath that hole. Zed, I'm not sure, realizes that he actually downed that player. Not a huge loss though if he just waits and lets him sit there, wasting more and more time if they choose to try and get him up. As it is, Thermite is downstairs and has made a hole into the A bomb room, but doesn't have the diffuser. He's starting to push towards the train room. I was going to say Enigma is somewhere else, but he has been down by the Lycan now and is all on Thermite because Twitch is completely out of this game. 4 players left up for Astral, and they're starting to hunt this guy. We do see one, it's either Rook or Doc, in the train room. Starting to get an idea. It is Rook. Looking to see where Popo may be. I suspect he hears him here in the train room. He's going to see him now. Actually drops down to him, so very nice kill from Popo. Goes for a second one. Can't find it on Doc. And there's the kill for Red Z at the end. Exclusive finishes himself off. A quick, easy round from Astral, to be fair. Didn't really look like too much of a challenge for them. Everyone on VwS going very quickly, looking for those fights, but Zed making quick, easy work of 2 1v1s effectively. Why, if they knew he was in that location, they didn't go in as a team or surround him or work their way that sense? I don't know, but they tried to go one at a time and he took them both down straight out. Popo did have a couple of nice 1v1s himself. That first one right off the start of the round, evening out and getting that window peek, and then getting a second one in Rook inside the train room. Just couldn't make it a third inside that corridor on Doc at the end.
The
Frost also picking up a couple of easy kills, very much on his own, arguably. After dropping down through that hole, 2 players came hunting for him. He picked them off one at a time. There was no one there to answer that initial damage that he did.
Well, if there's any player ready to take out attackers on his own, I think Frost with the Super Knife is going to do it.
That is true. So, B-Sharp running a recruit shield. It's the first time we've actually seen it, I believe. Even though we expected it before the Pro League ever started, we thought it was going to happen a lot, and then we started seeing shields, but it was blitzes and montagues. This is the first time I remember actually seeing a proper, true recruit shield in any of the Pro League games. We'll see if it is at all effective, or if we're about to be showing why it's never played. Oh, Zed gets taken out by Enigma, straight out the window from spawn in that bakery location. Enigma gets out safely as well. We also saw Popo stick his head out of one window in the dining room. Didn't actually make any shots count for him, but it is slowing Astral down straight away. So, 2 players downstairs, Clever and Enigma, in the basement, on the bottom floor, checking for a little look outside. Delican up on the roof though with Sovs as well, gonna make their way in by opening up this stairwell, and B-Sharp is up there with his shield to help out. Just a drone from Thermite. I don't know where he's actually sitting himself. Maybe on the roof. I think his drone is stuck. It's on their little balcony. Down through the hole goes B-Sharp. Immediately got to prone in case there's somebody waiting there. They have killed a Frost Trap. I think they suspect Fid is in there. There is a second player here now behind B-Sharp. And there it is. They do know that Frost was in here. Surrounded her on all sides. She was watching one direction. And despite B-Sharp getting the kill, it is Amethyst that actually downed her after coming through the window she was not looking at. Delican picks up Enigma now as well, answers that kill on Zed early on as he tries to flank up behind him on the stairs. And this is the top floor now, securely in control of Astral. Clever's here though. He's waiting for one of them to stray away from the group and to pick them off. Makes a push forward. He's looking for someone that may be firing down through the hole. Does find Delican, takes him down, but there are shots raining in his direction now from Amethyst. Delican managed to get a kill actually through that hole in the floor they made. Sprints around the corner and finds Sovs, who was looking the complete wrong direction, trying to aim down the stairs. Clever had not fallen that far back. B-Sharp fell through the hole and managed to take out Popo. Now it is all on Clever to defend against 2. Knows they're in A because that's where they knifed his teammate. Now he's looking to push to regain it. He's got to stop, or wants to stop the plant. He's in a 1v2. Thrones, they're on his right. He actually saw one, didn't realize it. Does see Amethyst try and get out of the window, downs him. Now B-Sharp's going to try and chase him out. Just got to keep him away from the diffuser for a little while. Tries to prone peek around the corner. It's a bit risky because of how slow it is, but could give him an angle that B-Sharp is not expecting. B-Sharp
stuck with the 1v1 against the shield while the bomb's planted is not a good day.
No, tries to spray through a wall, gives his position away in doing so. Doesn't actually see B-Sharp outside the window. Now swivels to him. B-Sharp just falls back again. All he's got to do is wait for the diffuser to tick down. Goes outside to try and chase him. Tries to shoot his feet. Misses a lot of those shots. Has to go back in through the window. Gets downed. Does get himself back up again, but doesn't have the time for the diffuse anyway. And B-Sharp will come in to execute him. Another round on the board for Astral. Patient, slow play from B-Sharp there outside, doing all he needs to do. Very easy to recheck that window when you've got a shield up in front of your face.
Oh yeah, and there's not, I mean, when you're down to that 1v1, it is, you really have to mess up as a shield operator to let that go, because you can just play for time. As long as you're alive, you're a problem, and as long as you keep your distance, there's nothing they can do. They're not a problem.
So, Bar and Cocktail Lounge is the location Astral have chosen for their second defense. It is the top floor for them. See how well they can hold on to it. It is called by a lot of people to be a tough place to defend because of how much control that roof can give you because of the top-down angle being so strong. But these teams have certainly started to feel comfortable with allowing people to get up there and knowing where they can sit to still cover the important angles whilst not being exposed to that floor or to that glass window. So not as much of a glaring hole.
Not to mention games we saw in the past where they open up the floor and shoot up to the skylight from the floor below. That was a really, I don't know if it's losing its aura now as players start to realize it's something you can do, but it definitely worked for previous weeks.
Well, I just checked our 2 C4 users, and they both use their C4 at the same point. Zed making a hole from the toilets to the cigar lounge, and the Lycan making a hole downstairs from the walk-in freezer to the garage entrance. So no one going to make a hole underneath the bomb initially. See if they do it later on with a shotgun or something else of the sorts. So Popo coming up a window, starts to make his position known to Zed, but is safe from any kind of damage yet. Fuse goes his way up to the roof. Enigma checking another window. Just being slow and cautious. There might have been issues getting his drone through the window again, but it does get shot, so it gives him a little bit of info into Sovs. Zed gets taken out by Enigma from one window. Popo thinks he's safe there from the left-hand side after that kill, but he's actually not. Sovs is in there as well. It's just prone at the moment, hidden away from the edge. Clever's drone will go in. Does get taken out by Sovs, who is now realizing he's not in such a safe location. Popo goes straight further up. Enigma's still on the right, and he knows about this because that's where Zed was shot from. Now he sees Popo, takes him out with execution, goes to try and pre-fire Enigma. Enigma is hidden well enough though, but evens out that man advantage that VwS had made for themselves. Still hanging on their window. He can still be heard here by Sovs. He's now going up towards the roof. Clever. Reloading. Top of this stairwell. Does he know Delican's down there? I have a feeling he does from the way he's holding this angle. Chooses it's time to move on. Now decides to look back, holding that spot again, can see all the way down. Now he sees the gun moving around. He's going to go for the shots through that gap. Does land a little bit of damage, but from this range, it's not enough to really do much damage. And Sovs will take down Enigma now finally in that cigar lounge. Held that position very, very tightly, and he gets his reward for it. Goes for the diffuser. Let's see, here's Sovs being hunted. He took a lot of damage from Enigma that time around, but still not enough to put him down. Delican is at half health after those shots coming through, and is now going to readjust and come from a different angle again. Exclusive trying to come up underneath where Delican was, so reposition was very smart. Fid is inside through that trapdoor on the top, looking for a way into the rest of the bomb site from here. Clever still on a window with only 30 seconds to go. This man has the diffuser, so we'll stick with him as he does try and group up with his team, and they make their way in towards the bomb site. Thatcher going first, looking for Sovs as he knows he's in there, does find him and down him. Can't finish him off just yet. He's missing a lot of shots. He's now taking fire from a different direction. Hole in the wall, still trying to finish off Sovs. There we go, now gets him down. That is Amethyst being pinned back inside the bar now.
5 seconds left.
Fid charging straight in because he knows he doesn't have the time, as Amethyst does pick up one more. Clever now finishes Amethyst off, but they can't get the plant down in time. And ultimately, really poor time management from VwS. They had a lot of time wasted.
A lot of time playing the windows, which the nighttime maps, sometimes playing windows is good. But when it's daytime, if you're not getting a quick peek, or you're not just waiting there for your team to make some noise so you can come in later, I think just dilly-dallying on the windows is just a waste. And I think they did too much of that there.
Yeah, like Fid had the right idea. You saw he got into those stairwells and he was pushing that himself very, very quickly.
Right.
But as you saw, two of his remaining teammates were still on the roof at that point. The other two had died while on the same windows to the same player.
Right.
So yeah, as you mentioned, most of them wasting all their time on the windows. Fid tried something different, but without the backup, he couldn't really make it stick. So back onto attack go Astral. Same bomb site picked by VwS's defense. They did come close last time, but after getting that plant put down, they were in a really, really tough position. And well, Astral taking exactly the same attack operator setup to try and do the same attack again. They've got B-Sharp on that recruit shield. He did a lot of work last time around, just helping clear into rooms and have that assault rifle there behind him for backup. He was able to then, of course, hold out and save that defuse position for quite a while afterwards. But we did see some early window peaks coming out from Mr. Popo and Enigma in the last game. Will they do the same thing again? Popo, no. Enigma is going to pull down a window, but not stick his head out of it. He's now looking for heartbeats at that range. I think you're a bit optimistic, buddy. Clever. Holding one window. That's been broken, but I don't think anyone ever planned to stick their head out of it. That would have been suicide. Very easy and predictable window to look at. Enigma is again just watching for anyone rappelling in front of this window. can't see that this has been pulled down if you look at it from the outside, from the angle you're rappelling at. So could be catching someone off guard if they weren't paying attention, but no one coming from that direction at all. From Astral, then making their way up towards that little balcony roof, and now towards the main building roof itself. Using these little corners of the trapdoor, making sure it's safe and clear and can't get shot up from underneath too easily. They open up that doorway, same as ever. Oh, Zed picked up the first kill from this little balcony area. Looks for Enigma that's now coming outside as well. Does tag him but can't finish him off. Vid will take down Amethyst. More spray from Zed comes in, but isn't enough to actually take Enigma down. Vid has been downed while he was doing that trade back and forth. Has now been got up by team, but no. Popo, after trying to get him up, will immediately get knocked down again as well. Putting too much pressure on reviving your teammate. Put yourself in a bad situation and gives them 2 free kills. Astral suddenly now looking really, really good with this. Zed still looking to come in and rejoin his team. B Sharp and Sovs are pushing as a team now into the cigar lounge. And the last 2 defending players are on the floor below. Clever is looking to come upstairs and try and get a little backstab off here. Just about sees the shield coming in, then will miss the shots, tries to shoot underneath the shield, does get the stumble off, but then there is the support from Sovs. Takes him down before he can do any more damage to B Sharp. Enigma now sitting here with the heartbeat sensor. Looking for something. He knows there's a player above him, waiting for him to walk over the C4. Whoa. That's an interesting moment. How did that not kill him? Wow. I don't know, but it may not change too much as he's killed from downstairs by Zed anyway. 4 rounds to nothing. Astral.
And with the exception of VwS's failure to make a push that 1 round and losing on time, they've been pretty damn quick rounds too.
Yes.
This is not what you would expect from the first and second place teams.
No, no, definitely not. And like, as it reviving Popo, reviving a Fid upstairs, as he did, stuck behind that little cigar sale cabinet. Right. Going in there, trying to revive him after he had just fought 1v1 with a guy, knowing that there were players on the roof that could have dropped down through that hole any time. Just silly mistakes, to be fair. Like, Frost try and crawl away somewhere safer. Yeah. You cornered yourself and your teammate now, both in that tiny little corner, where there's easy access for the 2 remaining players you know to be on the roof. And what a surprise, they drop down, they kill 2 people with ease, throwing both lives away. So,
Right, definitely should have been looking more for the trade rather than trying to keep the player alive.
Yeah, Frost had already got the trade. Frost had downed one, or killed 1 player when she got down, so that's a trade to begin with. If you could have got the second guy that came in to try and finish her off, bonus. Right. But you didn't need anything more than that, so sucks she's down, but throwing more away than they really needed to there. So, Astral back into the mining room and dining room bomb locations.
10 seconds remaining.
Had immense success here in the opening round. Can they do anything more this time? Zed back in the top floor. He's done a great job holding the cigar lounge the last couple of rounds.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Is anyone sticking their head outside this time over? B Sharp, no. Amethyst, no. So they are playing this one very cautiously. No reason to throw away a 5-0 sweep over one silly little window peek. Let's look at where VwS are making their way in. Up onto this little balcony section comes Clever. And straight up to the roof to join the rest of his team. Enigma's already up here. Mr. Popo's also just got here. But will they waste too much time on the windows again? Exclusive. Looking at the top of the stairs from range. It's a bit risky going on his drone while staying in that location because he can have his shot straight back through that hole.
All they have to do is check that window once and he's done.
Yeah. Sat there on his drone, playing with his iPhone. Clever.
Hey, when you gotta send a text, you gotta send a text.
Clever took a lot of damage here while trying to make his way in through this trapdoor. Did have Zed underneath here, so I suspect it was his doing to make this happen. Wait and watch. We're gonna throw grenades at him to try and down him. It did no damage whatsoever. They want to down him and revive him, but they're gonna go with the shot. They do shoot him down. There we go. Popo's gonna come over and revive him. I'd have laughed quite hard if that had killed him, not gonna lie.
I think that's why he went so far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silence pistol, go from range, make sure it does as little damage as possible. I've done it to people like, you shoot them potentially through walls because you know it does little damage.
Exactly.
Lycan inside the room does take down Popo straight after he drops down through that trap door. And that's the thermite out of the picture as well now. He's got to be careful walking around inside this room, but he knows most of the windows are still intact. One of them isn't though, and Clever is on that window. He's looking for Delican over the bar, through the bottoms.
Attackers have recovered
Zed
the
is also
diffuser.
still on this top floor, so if they take Delican out, they've got to be careful where they go afterwards, because Zed will be there to answer it. In behind the bar. Behind one. Zed is there behind a kill hole. Delican stands straight up though and finds Clever. Now Enigma's on the top floor. There's one in the bar still. It is still Zed. He's got an idea of where he is. Doesn't land the shots though. Gives away his position. Fid is still fighting Zed as well from a different angle, so they're trying to close in. Fid gets the kill onto Zed, but they know Delican's still up here as well. No, they don't. Delican's dead. I completely missed that happening. So now the top floor's clear, and they're being very, very cautious about making their move, and they've only got 30 seconds left to go. Fid trying to flash down below him. Does now go down. Sovs is there, but he hasn't quite got the location. Turns away at the wrong second. Sovs will finish him off. Now Enigma's got 20 seconds to find the diffuser and get the plant. Drops straight into Sovs' crosshairs, and it's a 5-0 sweep for Astral Gaming. Sorry, Astral Authority.
Well,
that's all she wrote, really. I mean, there's not much more to say to
yeah,
that.
that was a fast one. That was a lot faster. I really expected a closer game out of that. Maybe the next map will be different, but
To be fair, that felt like a team playing against a mix.
yeah, no, that did not. They didn't seem to have any real coordination when it came to attacking. Or
No.
By they, I mean, of course, VwS, but
They started at the end. They had a couple of people clearing that top floor from different angles, 2 people firing on Zed from different locations, sort of trying to look at him from different angles, but
it
just never really
not
worked
organized.
on through.
Yeah.
We do have one player asking if he can sub out. He's not feeling very well and is apparently quite sick right now. So we'll see what admins say about that. I am going to change the map over to Consulate so that we are ready whenever that decision comes in. But while that all talked about and discussed, we'll have a look at some highlights from that last game, exactly how Astral took that 5-0 victory. There was Delican dropping down onto the floor below, and then Zed holding this top floor location against Clever. Blows that wall straight open, then manages to down him without taking any damage in return. Was immediately able to grab a second kill after that. That was B-Sharp finishing off Fid after he was taken down by a good side push in from both squads. Clever did begin his flank here and pick up one good kill because of it, but couldn't make it stick or do any more damage with it. And here was Sovs dismantling this window hold, as you mentioned. They spent so much time here. Takes down Popo. He later managed to get Enigma despite those shots missing. And that really, really helped. He did then fall down to this bush, but he'd done the work. 20 seconds left, you see, and they were nowhere close to the objective, and that was their only kill of the round. And even that took them a long, long time to actually finish Sovs off there. So with 10 seconds left, they stood no chance in that location. This one did interest me. That pretty sure should have been a kill, but it wouldn't have changed too much for the whole grand scheme of the round.
Yeah, I don't think it was game-changing, but might have given him a good old, I did it.
I got it right, boss.
Kaboom.
We do see one player has dropped out of the lobby, so I think we need to run to a quick break, because I want to see the admins find out exactly what the deal is with this last player going. If he's sick, by all means, they have substitutes for a reason. If he's not feeling up to playing, that is completely fine.
After this last week in Punta Cana, I understand being sick. Food poisoning.
Not a good week for Punji Stick. So we want to make sure this team obviously gets the best possible chance at a win.
Definitely.
It wasn't one player not pulling his weight, though, that lost them that last round, that's for sure.
No.
It was definitely a lot more mistakes coming in. Firefights, they just straight up weren't winning. They were going for these, as was mentioned there, Clever. Blows a hole open. He suspects that Zed's on the other side. Gets it open, gets the drop on Zed, catches it by surprise. Never even lands a shot. Doesn't do any damage. So it's interesting back and forth. But we do actually have all 5 players back in for for VwS, so they've got all of their squad in, despite one player being ill, so that substitute has happened. I'm guessing it's okay with the admins, as it's been listed as okay with Astral. They're fine, they say they're ready, they're okay to go with it, and I've not been told otherwise. So, as everyone is up and ready, we will go into Consulate.
Let's do it.
Find out map number 2. It is now Astral's pick, which is another one we mentioned. Not a good sign for VwS. They picked Kafe and then just didn't seem to know how to play it.
But hasn't that kind of been the NAPC trend of picking the map you want to lose on?
I mean, it started that way.
Did it not?
But
for
it
the 2 weeks
started to go back to actually teams were winning 2-0 now. So
okay.
Let's see if that continues.
Busting out that recruit shield again.
Yeah. So, B-Sharp on that recruit shield, as you mentioned.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
the
attackers.
garage bomb selection. What a surprise. This is a very, very strong location. This is one of those sites that still sort of does have just the 2 meta bomb selections.
Right.
This in the garage, and then upstairs in this executive office and the cinema location. But
I mean, the other bombs are just so front and center.
Yeah.
It's and once the attacking team gets back outside after a plant, I mean, they can use the wall back there. It's pretty much good game once the bomb goes down.
we have seen it a couple of times, but it's not been very successful, and we haven't seen it for quite a while, to be fair, those lobby bomb selections actually being used. But now we'll watch. We do get a chance to see this bandit battery shenanigan play coming out here from Clever. He's got Enigma here with a pulse scanner, so I wonder if they'll use those in conjunction or not. Right now, where is Fid? Fid is upstairs in the lobby. We have seen a couple of players sit upstairs and above the garage in the piano room with C4 to blow a hole in the wall and look down after this hole's been made, but they may not have to as the batteries are looking to go down, but flashbangs and grenades are coming off with such force that Clever has no idea where to look, and he actually gets downed while trying to put his battery on the wall while the charge is going off, and he's finished up pretty quickly. Zed was taken out earlier on, and so it is still a 4v4,
but they do have the garage open.
Yes, the garage is open, and that's a big, big deal with the amount of vision it gives. Enigma takes down Amethyst, though, and that is suddenly looking better for VwS. B-Sharp is already downstairs. He got here very, very quickly and is trying to make a nuisance of himself.
I believe Deliken's down there as well.
Let's see. Deliken is on his
archives?
drone. Yeah, it looks like he's down in the archives. Came straight in through the Visa office and dropped through the floor, I suspect. He's currently spotting this smoke out on that camera, or in his drone, rather, that's parked there. So they're trying to hunt him down. I think B-Sharp is... Oh no, B-Sharp's going straight in towards the objective. Making a lot of noise. He knows that Enigma's around there somewhere. Tries to pre-fire. Enigma comes down looking for him. Does get punched down. Finished off. Now he manages to swivel. Doesn't quite manage to block all the damage from Exclusive in time. But Deliken and Nervig have downed each other. Fid will finish it off Deliken. Sovs, though, is upstairs and is looking to come and make something of this. Through the main entrance. Can't get down there to finish off the downed Fid. Or Nervig, rather. While Fid gets him up. Now has 3 players to find. Fid is up top. He's going to peek around this corner in a second. I think he just heard him. Does peek around. Ooh. Wins the firefight nonetheless. And VwS get their first round on the board, but it didn't come until the second map.
Not much you can do about that SMG-11 headshot.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I feel about Astral there, to be fair. They didn't seem like a team. As we mentioned, VwS weren't before.
I just think they lost some unlucky picks there. It seemed as far as winning gunfights, VwS had it on point there. They opened the door up, but Zed was already down, and they immediately lost another gunfight.
Yeah, they did the standard spawns of being spread out and clearing the building, but they never got to really group up. They were just killed before they even got close to each other.
B-Sharp was able to get the trade at least, but again, getting the trade I think is more of an advantage for the defending team than the attacking one. Again, I think as the numbers get smaller, like a 3v3 is more in favor to defenders than a 5v5, so.
Defenders, protect your
definitely.
While definitely better to get the trade than just die, still not the best.
Zed taking a recruit with a shotgun.
Right. And not...
This is an SAS recruit.
Yep.
So he's got the SMG-11.
Wire, but yeah, okay, SMG-11.
Does have C4. Why he wouldn't just pick smoke?
I'm curious to see. I personally do not like the SMG-11 without an ACOG. I'm curious to see. I feel like it wouldn't be nearly as effective without the ACOG.
I'm honestly curious to see whether this was literally just
a mistake.
A mistake, yeah, from Zed. Because I don't see any benefits to this recruit loadout that Smoke doesn't have. They're both 2 armor, 2 mobility. They've both got a nitro cell, but Smoke has his actual smoke, and you can put attachments on the SMG-11. And I mean, you don't have to run the shotgun, but you still can if you want.
Right. I mean, if you're looking for barbed wire to slow somebody down, well, putting a smoke up in that same spot will definitely stop them from moving.
So, interesting. We'll hear from him later on, no doubt. So, now we start seeing the thermite play on the garage door come on through. They're using a lot down through that hole, but what they don't realize is that there is no bandit to try and stop them. So this is all actually being wasted right now. Fid will get that opened up. He will giggle and remember, oh, that was easy, and later on will realize why, and know that that was a wasted grenade. So Clever is on his fuse again, so it's clearly a operator / player preference more than it is a asset to the team, because there is use of fuse on this map, and it is great for trying to gain control of that garage door and destroy the bandit.
Right.
But you need to get control of piano room first, and they were already putting pressure on the garage door before they got control of piano room. So clearly that was not fuse's intended purpose this time around. Zed, despite all of our qualms about the Mach 11 with no sight on it, did pick up the first kill of the round with it. He's now looking to try and stay alive and keep control of this piano room with what he has remaining. He's just being very patient now, watching these windows as both are completely open. Clever is now coming down the stairs and is going to start making his way towards that piano room. Does just about dodge. Oh no, he does touch the barbed wire. Will Zed hear it? Checks that room. If he's going in here, he's going to go across barbed wire again. Zed comes in and hears it. Guzdik tagged and taken out cleanly by Clever as Nervig takes down Amethyst from another angle. Sovs will take down Exclusives though, and it is now 3v3. Down the stairs comes Clever. One player picks up straight into him, but he actually doesn't manage to land the hill. Be Sharp, take down Fid, and there from behind is Delican to finish off Clever. Nervig now inside the objective, will find Be Sharp, but not enough to take him down. And Astral grab round number 2, so 2 successful defense rounds now from either squad. But firefights going either way. Each of these rounds so far have been taken by literally, I'll fight you and then you fight me. And I'll win, but then you'll win. But I'll win, then you'll win. Not so much trades back and forth. Just 1v1 firefights so far.
They're loving that recruit shield setup now.
Yeah, B Sharp. All about that.
I mean, it hasn't steered them too wrong so far from what we've seen.
Nope, definitely not. Amethyst looking to take the fuse. Intrigued to see why. There are a couple of useful locations for it when attacking this upstairs location. But of course they don't know that it's the upstairs location for sure yet. They've just got to take an educated guess.
Right. But they do know that it's, of course, not somewhere where really Thermite or Thatcher are needed so much.
Very true. So, using the 3 armor and strong weapon instead, taking a gadget that's arguably useless. Clever taking a bandit again. Never played that on the previous map. Intrigued as to why he's choosing to play it here, and if it is, as you mentioned before, thanks to these 3 barbed wires he's got, or if he's got an idea of some battery placement.
He's very particular about the barbed wire. So you pick him up, put him down a lot.
Yeah. This is where I suspect he might put some battery. Yeah. But again, what they don't know is that there is no thermite, so ultimately it don't matter if he puts batteries on these walls. No one's going to try and break into them anyway. What he didn't do was barricade the 3rd wall that's there, and
so
the one you can actually get to
walk through
from the stairwell, and not the other 2, which they can't walk through and they can only look through. So, slight mistake, but ultimately, actually no, because they didn't reinforce it, they could pay for it. Ash could break in through it. They've got plenty of other ways to breach through that hole. Now let's see what he chooses to do with his MP7.
Drone activated.
Looking to try and hold this end office. Delican is on his drone and has seen these kill holes with it. Can he land shots through the wall on it? No, not quite. But I think they claim close enough to force Clever away. He's a bit scared of that. And now Sovs will spot him out again with the drones. They know he's here in the kitchen. And they've seen these kill holes. B Sharp is inside. Let's go and check him out. He's been very, very fast with his shield, which of course he can be a bit quicker because he's got the safety of a shield. But ultimately, he's been very good at waiting for teams to come and back him up to actually do any killing. So now, yes, he's inside nice and quick, but why has no one followed him in if he's cleared the area? There we go, shots on Enigma. Clever takes down Delican, there we go. They knew he was around there somewhere, but Clever peeks out and takes him down, then turns tail and runs. Twitch has followed in, and Sovs is looking for him. Pre-fires a door. Clever was on the other side of it, but not enough. Enigma tries to C4 down B Sharp, but can't get the kill. B Sharp looking to try and chase in as a fuse charge goes off in the distance. Clever still holding one corner. Sov's now spraying in, trying to take down Enigma through the top of that stairwell. Grenade comes in, destroys the shield. B Sharp opens it up and forces Enigma back again. Clever still waiting, holding this angle, looking for B Sharp to come around the corner, and more importantly, there you see Fid in the corner of your screen. He's gonna come up behind them if they're not careful. B Sharp comes around, turns his back straight onto Clever. That's an easy kill for him. But he's still now stuck in this corner. Sovs is on the other side of the wall. He's gonna have an idea. Clever walks straight around into him. Why Sovs didn't pre-fire that corner, I'm not entirely sure. He did hear him. As smoke takes down Amethyst outside. And Zed now, last man standing on the roof, has to find 5 players. One of them is downed, but 5 players all the same, with 20 seconds to go.
He's got it easy.
Finds Clever.
He doesn't have it.
Clever finds him. Defenders win another round. And again, lots of, I feel like, sloppy mistakes there from Astral. Like, turning your side on to, or not turning your side to Clever, but after Clever has picked up the kill on B Sharp, how Sovs didn't properly check and clear that corner, I'm not sure.
That should have been, I mean, with his location, it should have been a trade.
Yeah.
Definitely should have been a trade. The second that shield started getting cut up, he should have been in there.
Like, he droned him out, he knew he was nearby. Fine. He then kills Ash, kills Delican. Fine, happens. Loses the gunfight. They know he's still around that area. So you cautiously pushing it, cautiously clearing it, as Sovs was. B Sharp goes a bit too fast, exposes his backside to Clever. Clever shoots him down. You should immediately then be on top of him as Sovs. That should be your window to finish him off. And he was late, and as a result, he paid the price for it. So, sloppy little things that they weren't making on the first map.
Right, again, for a map they picked, their attacking plan is not there.
Yeah. Now, similar, here we go. B Sharp is reinforcing the actual important wall that people can walk through. Now reinforcing the other wall, which is just important to do so they don't get an easy sightline into this B-bomb site.
5 seconds remaining.
And now they're looking for another possibility. Zed has done a couple of window peeks before. He's now marking locations to get trophy systems. Downstairs in the visa office, Delica's looking to hold on. Waiting for someone to move on in, but it's not going to happen. Jaeger's still setting things up. Zed still watching through walls. B Sharp holding the windows right behind him. And Amethyst, well, he's checking cameras. Quick update for everyone then. The other off-stream game, Orbit, did beat the reported squad on Hereford base 5 rounds to 2. So that is their scoreline of map 1. But back here, it is currently 1 map in favor of Astral. They won the first map 5-0, and are now leading 2 rounds to 1 here. So after a very quick start for VwS, they've slowed down getting inside this building. They got a lot of control downstairs quite quickly because there was no one really there from Astral. Now they've started to look upstairs and they can't find anything. Delican is kind of stuck out in the middle of no man's land here in the visa office because nobody's came in this way. There are a couple on the floor, but not up towards him. Ooh, Clever missing a lot of shots on that camera, and that's going to give a lot of information to Delican that Clever's going to be around here. And
not enough.
Apparently he finds Delican. Alright. Goes to kill another camera.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Looking towards the top of the stairs. Sov's thinking about coming on down there.
Drone is ready.
Decides to drone his way up there. Make sure he can double check and sees what's up there. Instead of just having a suspicion. B Sharp, wow, tears down 3 members of VwS, or 2, and Sov takes the 3rd. Now suddenly Clever is one of the last 2 standing. Inside, B Sharp, after he gets 2 kills, does get shut down by Nervik. Clever now coming up, did see Sovs at the top of these stairs on his drone. So now he's got to go and see where exactly it was he's moved to. He's taking a gamble that he's still around that corner, throws the grenade in, doesn't cook it though, and that gives Sovs enough time to turn and run away. Throws the next one at the same time. Takes some shots in the back now because he stayed in that same position as Zed takes down Nervig in the other stairwell. Now it is all on Clever to find 3. He only droned out 1. He knows Zed is around this location because he killed his teammate, but he walks straight into his crosshairs all the same. Round number 4 goes to Astral, and they are now up 3 rounds to 1 with a successful defense of that top floor bomb site.
Read the needle on him right there.
Yeah. So, looking for... Sorry, 2 rounds to 2. Why did I think Astral were ahead?
I don't know.
Don't even know. It's really hot in here. So, 2 rounds to 2. Because VwS won that top defense successfully. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Back down into the garage / cafeteria. They go for their next defense round. They did hold this last time. So far, everyone has held their defense rounds. That's why we're 2-2. Clever didn't have the most success last time over with his bandit trick on the garage door. Put it down too late, and the explosion went off and downed him. And they laughed at him and shot him from the outside as he's lying there, holding his sides in the doorway.
Yeah, I mean, they hit him with grenade, flashbang, just pretty much everything.
Yeah. Anything and everything they could put down, they did. And it allowed them to open up that garage door. But credit to VwS, they had plenty of kills around the rest of the map where they didn't need to even go in through that garage door. They killed them off elsewhere. Here comes the spawn. Enigma's looking at one direction. There's 3 people this way. The shield's the one he sees, but Deliken came out behind the bus and takes his head off clinically with extreme precision straight away. And he had a drone in there, so he knew he was going to be at that window. Now he sees Fid turning and running. B-Sharp's going to chase him. Doesn't quite catch him, but the call has come out that he's going to have gone down the spiral staircase, and B-Sharp is chasing right after him. Fid is there, takes a quick tag to the face. B-Sharp takes most damage. Clever downstairs is flashed and down again. No health on his name either. And once more, he's lying right next to an open garage door. And the second explosion will finish him off. Now only 2 defenders left up because they did chase down Fid and finish him off with the sharp shield. And Exclusive is going to get shot from the side on because Zed is got straight inside and gets Nervig because of that easy push thanks to brilliant drone placement right at the start of that round.
That was an attacking push right there.
That was a clinical finish there from Zed too. Like, just strolls his way in. There's a player, finished, downed, off. Next player's going to be in this room, finished, downed, round. Very, very nice play from Astral.
And at no point was any Astral player really on their own. I mean, even if they were a little bit spread out, they were always pinching at the same time, pushing in pairs.
Yeah,
that shield push at the beginning.
Yeah, even B-Sharp, yes, he sprinted to chase Fid, and yes, he sprinted towards the spiral staircase. 1, he knew he was safe to do that because they had that drone that showed he didn't stop.
Right.
2, all he had to do was sit at the top of the spiral staircase for 3 seconds, and the other player that was following him into Visa was there to back him up as well. So, yes, he sprinted ahead, but he didn't go into a dangerous position while alone. Yes, Fid's drone there right at the start, picking up those 2 kills. The first man that he saw hiding in the doorway, and then the second man running away. Pivotal to the opening of that round and allowed Zed to get in behind and do what he did there.
Right. They used that first kill momentum and just walked over it.
Can't help but feel that Clever needs to stop trying to use the bandit trick as well.
Yeah.
Because it is not working for them.
It's something clearly Astral's practiced how to counter plenty. And they
Flashbangs,
haven't
I
even
think,
bothered
being
with
key.
any of the top floor things. They've just gone straight for the just nade, flash, go.
Yeah, nade to destroy the shield, flashbang as soon as there's nothing to block it, and then bang, charge on the wall because you can't see where the hell you're placing your battery, and you're not close enough to the wall to have it pre-aimed because the grenade would have killed you if you were. So, definitely effective. Now Zed is going to give it a go. The grenade's going to come in. Goes for the shield, he goes for the battery straight away after. The charge is going to go off, but the battery will get it, and he managed to pick it up afterwards and doesn't go down for his trouble. So, success for Astral, saves the battery from that EMP as well, has all 3, but now they've broken into the stairs. The shots are coming through, Enigma's trying to smoke it out. She just knows he needs to get in there and pre-spray through the smoke towards the garage doors to get the kill. Goes for it, not going to get the kill. Zed has already backed off and backed away. Tries to go for the pre-spray again as Fid is still there, throwing grenades down. Zed walks straight forward. Grenade don't blow him off, but the battery's going on. So is the charge. And there's the fizzle. Charge is gone. Exothermics are now at 0. Zed's taken a little bit of damage, but his work is done. Garage door secure, closed, and unopened for the rest of this round. Clever takes down Amethyst here in the main lobby then. Looking for the push through with his team in support. Now Thermite's come to join them because he can't go elsewhere, and they've got Twitch with them. So a lot of firepower here in this group. They're taking control of the piano room in doing so. Why they didn't just wait, oh, right on top of Zed's head. Why they didn't just wait to get control of this room before trying to do the second charge, I don't know. That fuse right there would have taken Zed out with ease and saved that garage door opening.
Pushed him away to open it.
Yep, and now Zed comes up the stairs and kills Exclusive. Yeah.
Right.
Don't even have to kill him, just have to push him off. Nervig takes down Zed finally, but he's done his work. And they are still a man down for the defending side. Make that not a man down as Sovs keeps up the two lined up players for VwS.
Crossed each other.
Very nice for him for that, as Delican finishes off Fid upstairs as well. Now Clever is the last man. He's running around in the piano room, still trying to make holes in the floor and find someone underneath. But they now know where he is. They now will not reveal themselves to him. Looking through the hole in case Sovs is heading his way up those stairs. Not the case. Delican is still on this floor too. He's already killed one player up there. Tries to C4 randomly in case Fuse was pushing that direction, but it's not the case. Now Fuse is suspicious that Delican's coming in that direction. Delican now shoots the wall and tells him he's coming in this direction. Doesn't matter that he knows where the Fuse is now. Frost is, yeah. Doesn't have the time to get down into the room for it. Delican just turned and ran away after those couple of shots. Now with 10 seconds he's got to get downstairs. Goes for a pre-fire behind the van. And gets shot down from range by B-Sharp's P90. And round number 6 heads over to Astral. And they have a comfy 2-round lead advantage now. Delican was also coming down around behind him if he'd picked up that kill onto B-Sharp somehow. 4 rounds to 2, match point for Astral. VwS started this looking much better on their defenses. The last one was not wonderful. That attack just fell apart very quickly with those two people lining up in the stairs. And as soon as they couldn't get into the garage door, they didn't really seem to know what the hell to do. Now,
and
they've got to defend
given
again.
that their plan was to push piano, again, like you said before, why they didn't push it before they tried their second thermite is beyond me. They took it, they got it.
And it's not like having thermite up there helped them take that. That was all Twitch and Fuse who were there long before the garage door trick failed.
Right.
So, I don't know. Could have done that clean and easy with the Fuse charge on top of the door frame. Killed or just kept Zed away from the location. I don't know. Not a wonderful game plan, or maybe a lack of communication or something. But now we'll see how Astral go for it again. Clever has tried this trick on the door twice now. Can he pull it off this time? It's never worked before. Zed just did it perfectly twice and took out 2 thermic charges and arguably was pivotal in winning the round because of it, despite his team going down a player, being 3 against 4. It then forced 2 players in through that stairwell because they couldn't come through the garage. And they
Clever's defense, I think Zed lives for that battery trick though. Like I've never seen somebody do it more than Zed. He's absolutely mastered it.
EMP's going off, grenades coming in, second grenade there as well. Flashbangs come in. Clever looks to put a battery down, gets it on the right wall the first time, but the second one's going off, puts a battery on the same one. This time it's the wrong one. Wait, what? Did he pick it up?
I think he picked it up.
Yes, he picked up the second charge, thinking that Clever got the right wall. Clever did not get the right wall.
Should have committed.
Should have committed
Pros
and it'll work. As it is, 1 battery still alive and 1 is still here in Clever's inventory. So now it's 1 charge against 1 battery that only has to go on 1 of 2 walls. How many EMPs do they have left? Last one goes out now. That means this battery is going to last. Sees it going down, yeah, good call. Previously, that was where he decided to start putting the battery down. This time he realized that's way too late.
Yeah.
The EMP going off missed the noise of placing that charge, and it does get opened up. Let's have a look at where the rest of Astral are then. B-Sharp up and above the Archives entrance again, waiting for the all clear to go down into there. Delican is droning around to give him that all clear. This end is clear, but very close by we just saw, thanks to our silhouettes, there is a Frost in the shape of Fid down here. Can he do work, or will B-Sharp find him and shut him down? He's hiding in the little closet to their left. He just checked this one. Not sure if the drone checked that one. But he is skirting around it as if he's unsure, so maybe they did see him in there. Spray through the wall is coming out. Yeah, they definitely know Fid's in there, and they will in fact down him through that wall. Sovs gets him. Down he goes as Exclusive returns a kill onto Amethysts for the trouble. B Sharp shot in the back, had no idea where that was coming from. Nervik takes him out. Sovs now, with Ash here in the basement, is looking for this. Nervik will take it up. Okay, not take a couple of shots to the face, as Thatcher is chipped low as well, but with another player on the stairs, he can now focus his attention somewhere else. Delican fallen back inside the tunnel now, looking for Clever down the far end. Can't land too many shots, but takes some. Oh, and the timing on Nervik's push there was perfect as he pulled out his breaching charge. Sovs looking to collapse in and in from the one side. Does take Nervik down, finishes him off, stands up to try and shoot Clever in the swivel. Doesn't get the shots off, but Zed will take down Exclusive and then be answered immediately by Enigma. Call's going to come out that that's where Enigma is. Clever is going to be seen, taken out behind, but Enigma peeks at just the right moment and answers with Sovs. Is it C4? Does he throw it up and over?
He got it with the C4 right there.
Throws it up and over, lands it right on his head. Still match point, but it's one closer now for VwS to take it to overtime. 4 rounds to 3. They got to feel better. That was a much better defense there. Even though they found Frost in that little corner room, she had no impact. The rest of them held on to that push, which despite having the garage door open, all came from one direction because they killed the thermite outside the garage and he was the sole pressure out there.
Right.
So then everyone else from Astral had to come from the inside, and they focused on that and choked them down quick and easy.
I mean, I don't even think that the garage push during the daytime isn't even necessarily something good to hold a lot of pressure on. It's just getting it open, making it something else to constantly worry about.
Yeah, it's not something you walk into, it's not something you push into, but just by having a gun out there means that they cannot no longer run around the garage completely free.
Exactly.
If they run out somewhere that's a little bit exposed to the garage, someone will take pot shots at them and chip away at there.
So having to fill in thermite after they lost him would have just been too costly of a player.
5 seconds left before insertion.
So, be sharp, dropping down some more barbed wire at the top of these stairs, making sure no one can get in and hide from that really fast. As we now see the movement come in. Zed still staying in this same room as before. This is definitely his position, defending this bomb site. And everyone else on Astral being very, very patient. But ultimately being on most of the top floors, bar Delican. Let's see. Enigma just misses Delican there? I'm not sure. He might now be running his own way to survive because he did see him. Fid on the roof, Clever's on the roof, Exclusive is in the garage, and Thatcher's up there too. So they're trying to spray down onto the roof above Zed's head. Clever's now going to go up and join in. Where does he choose to head? Down into the stairwell again. Lots of fire has gone through that hole, and they do realise that it's clear for a little while. But still puts more spray in there just to be sure. Enigma is tracking Delican with this drone very, very well, but tracking him with the drone is one thing. Putting it into him is another. Still knows that he's inside that room. But 149, without doing anything about it, is very, very slow. Clever's taken down by Zed through the hole that he was just making. As a second player up there, Nervik gets the diffuser and makes a break for it. Doesn't want to be taken out in the same spot, but to the diffuser in a safer spot. Zed looking for the peek again, will see him, and takes him down. Now we got Fid up there as well. Same window, same play.
At a complete height disadvantage.
Yeah, he goes for a completely greedy pick, to be completely honest. And it works for him. They look away just at the wrong moment every time. And Delican is finally taken out now by the Enigma push. But it took... Oh, he nearly walked straight onto that trap. But it took Delican getting impatient and going hunting for Enigma to actually let him get that kill. He traced him around the basement for ages, but couldn't find him. It wasn't for Delican to come back upstairs, but then they could finally find him. Shots traded back then with Amethyst, not enough to take him down, but enough to scare him away, and more importantly, enough to slow down VwS again, who only have 40 seconds left on the clock. Spraying around behind them. That's where Sovs is hiding, though. He's looking through that hole. Fid is grenading up the top. just exposes his head. Sovs takes it clean off. Enigma now upstairs looking for Sovs as well. He can't find him. Sovs will drop him down, and Exclusive is nowhere near in range to help him because he's also dead. B-Sharp takes him out, and it's 5 rounds to 3 as Astral take map number 2 and ultimately the 3 points from this matchup.